Well, look at this. What do we have here in Microsoft 2020? Fokker 27, absolutely fantastic. And this arrived yesterday with 2024, the release, which I quickly decided I'm going to wait on because I want to fly and not wait, and I don't have the energy to set up the sim and the controls and the bindings. So here we are. This is a freeware. It dropped on flightsim.to yesterday. You can find it so easy. I'll put a link in the description. I believe from reading the manual, the developer is, I guess, one of his family members used to fly the F-27 or be involved with the Air Inter, which is great. He's done 2 versions, a white livery with an English cockpit and 2 Air Inter liveries with French cockpit. So just to refamiliarize myself with the plane again, here I'm in the English cockpit, of course. I flew this in Just Flight, did a pretty good version of the F-27 for FSX, and it worked in P3D, and I flew that quite a lot and really enjoyed it. And this isn't far away from that already. So yeah, the most important things: cockpit, flight model, sounds. That's its strong points. Weak points, you might argue, here: textures, here, struts, but you know, decals. But on the other liveries, it does look better. The doors open, the main door here and the rear door and the cargo door are all open. I'll do a GSX profile if there isn't one, but it's where the inside that matters. Oh, that sounded a bit nice, didn't it? The inside that counts. Yes. So here we are, and again, you look around here, you can see it's believable. It's immersive enough. I've done 2 flights in it. Really enjoyed it. Been looking through the manual and I've got a few things. As the F-27 has some funky things. One is here, the trim, fuel trim. Depending on your temperature, to avoid overheating at high temperatures, you need to reduce the fuel flow. The fuel flow. So your risk of overheating is less on takeoff, startup and takeoff. I've been playing around with it. It's kind of half modeled. I'll get into that maybe in a minute, but I just wanted to show you the plane, and you can decide if you want to download it and try it. It's free. There's no reason not to do it. But yeah, textures, right? The bread and butter, where you're flying from, I like that. You can see if we zoom in a little bit, you can see, yeah, some of the textures are really good on the instruments, very sharp, looking great. And then of course now you have the placards, gets a bit more blurry. The window wipers here, and then if you go around the side, stuff you're never going to use, even more blurry. But I think that's great. Frame rates are through the roof, fantastic. Not going to ever need the headset jack. It's 2D anyway, but who cares? But you can see that the most important things are sharp enough, and it's immersive enough for me. That's all that matters. You know, there's payware aircraft that look worse than this. Anyway, so I'll get to the sounds in a moment, but just do a little cockpit tour. Is the overhead. Looking great. I've got views set up for the overhead, center, upper. That's kind of your engine start. Oh, sorry. Over here you have your seat belts and the alternators, some lights. This here is what I was talking about a moment ago, this fuel trim. Here you'd set, say at the moment we're at a pressure altitude of over 1,000 feet. And the temperature is, I don't know, it's freezing outside, so I haven't looked. Well, we can look. Temperature is here, we're about 5 degrees, 6 degrees. So We're over 1,000 feet, so we use the highest here, and about 5 degrees, which is there, and that would say we need a 75% fuel trim. We'll do that now. I'll show you how that works here. Now, this is where these. Now we need to set this fuel to 75%, and these should they move, but they don't actually change the value here. But what it says in the manual, you put your lever, your trim lever, to get this active. So I've got the TCA here with the D10s, but yeah, what this does here, it reduces the fuel flow. If I just power up the engines here fully, and the values are pretty good. I've seen on this. So we've got here your. I'll turn up the sounds in a moment so you can hear the thing, the engine sounds. We got the PSI here. We got maximum takeoff power red line in here, so the throttles fall forward, 1500 RPM. Yeah. So if I put the temperature in the sim to about 30 degrees here, this exhaust temperatures here would really go in the yellow band, almost to the red, and this is supposed to stop that happening, so I believe, but it doesn't really change anything. But it's some buttons to click. Not not everything can be functional, but it's a pretty good effort so far. It's kind of half model, like I said. And then the power settings here, you'd have you've got your HP fuel cogs here. They're fully forward to lock on takeoff and landing, and then in the climb we reduce the power to the bottom of the first green band, which is about 1400. That would be the climb power. And then the yellow band here is a vibration range, which is never used. So we red line in here for takeoff, climb is 1400, and then in the descent you're somewhere between. What happens when I'm recording? Somewhere around 11 to 12,000 RPM. Good, great. So yeah, everything's working for the. Let's pull the power back for the engine starts and stuff. There's ignition switches here. You need those if you feather your prop and need to restart it. That's in-flight ignition. We've got the trim here. You can see this is the autopilot here. So these 3 channels here, on is up. They always need to be on. You don't touch those. This would be the autopilot arm. Where the hell is the trim going there? That's crazy. What have I got set? In flight director. Okay, we'll see. That's the autopilot on, off, on, off. Flight director. You can see if I just zoom out a little bit, you can see flight director. It's gone, so on is up. And what I'm going to do is, this is the trim. I'll get to that in a moment. So I'll put that to 7.5 degrees, which is our climb out altitude. Initial altitude is 5 degrees, and then we go to 7 degrees, 7.5 degrees in the climb. So back to the autopilot. So yeah, that works by turning the autopilot on, and these are the modes. You can see now they're lit up. I've got no VOR tune. Oh, well, I've got one tuned at the moment, but not picking it up. So heading, you see, will go on, and alt hold. Well, that will go on when we're in the air. Can't do it at the moment. AMV here, that's not modelled. That would be full auto land, but I believe the Air Inter didn't have that anyway. So yeah, and if you just have no modes armed and just engage the autopilot, you go then into heading hold and pitch hold, and you can change your pitch here, and you can change your turn here. It's like I guess like yeah, real basic level 1 of autopilot. And then we have our heading. We've got the heading here on runway heading, and then we hit heading mode, and then we can tune the VOR, and this is for VOR approach. It works very well. Horn silencer, if your flaps are at 26.5 degrees and the gear's not down. Good, Yeah, I'm not going to go through every switch, but you can see it's pretty... doing that instead of zooming. You can see it's pretty well modeled. We've got... yeah, these are the propeller positions, propeller pitch, degrees. We would, in the cruise, want 32. Let's push the propellers forward again. 18 degree and 20 degrees should go out. Yeah, now we've got 32 degrees, and there'll be 32 degrees in the cruise limit. Don't want to be less than that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Good. All the other things work, like the minimums here. Yeah, the instruments are very good. We have a heading bug here on the ADF. Yeah, we can. That's not coupled. This is coupled here to the achievement here. This is coupled to the autopilot. This is just a reminder for reference. And then we tune our courses here. You can see. Fantastic. Good. Let's go to. Oh, let's go over here. Show you the. This over here is the anti-icing. This is the air conditioning here. Actually, this is not model. Oh yeah, the VHF one is on. That's good. Oh yeah, cabin pressure here. So we set. I haven't really had a look at this yet, to be honest. Been flying so low in the last couple of flights. Yeah, we've got here. This is the rate. This is the cabin altitude, and of course, oh yeah, here we go. This is the cruise altitude. So, I guess today we're gonna go. Oh, I can't remember from the flight plan. I think we're at 180. Yeah, so we'd set it there, and then over here is the pressure differential. Is not there. It's somewhere else. Let's zoom out and have a look. Where is it? Yeah, like I say, it's a bit new to me. Oh, it's over here. Right. I was right over there by it. So let's get down there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we've got the yeah. Here's the pressure here. So the A would be the aircraft altitude, and C would be the cabin altitude. Great. All right. Oh yeah, the anti-icing I wanted to show you over here. This is great. This is the these are the boots on the leading edges. You can see the area here on the wings, stabilizers, and the horizontal stabilizer there. And let's turn it on. Oh no, I have to turn it on here. So you can see you've got degrees of icing. Haven't tested it yet because I've had no icing. See the system's powering up. We've got pressure. Let's go light icing. And what happens here? That's just each section. So now it's inflating C and D here for a few seconds. It goes through like 4 or 5 seconds on each one, and it just cycles through them, all 12 of them, and then goes back to the start. What you can do, say your C or D, if you wanted there on the stabilizer, you wanted a bit more, you can manually hold them. Oh, there we go. In addition, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Got some lights here. Excellent. Let's turn that off. Good. Yeah, look at that. Super. This is free. Can you believe it? Yeah, let's go to the overhead. We've got nav 1, nav 2 here, and there's only one DME, which is kind of funky. You get the course with these here, and then you put the DME in here. And you've got ADFs, of course, which you can tune. Yeah, I'm not going to go through everything, but most of it works. Like here, the windshield de-icing here. Windshield de-icing is there. This is the cyclic engine de-icer here for -6 degrees or more. This in icing range of -6 to 10 degrees. Let's stick them on here. This is just the amps there. There's no warning for icing in the plane, but the devs said if you leave the fuel heaters off. If there's icing detected, these red lights should go on. Yeah. Water methanol, that's a little bit like the DC-6 takeoff. If you need a higher power setting, I think if you're heavy or a little bit hot, in a hot temperature, you can put the water on for water injection into the engines for takeoff to reduce the power output or overheat risk. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm talking gibberish, that's what I think they are. Pitot heaters, yep, put them on. So like the warnings are the yellow there, they get rid of the warnings. There we go, Pitot heaters are on. Good. Higher up we've got engine start, external power here. If you parked with the parking brake on, you can put external power on. Once that's connected, there'll be chocks, theoretically chocks in. We've got lights, we got start here. This is the start sequence. Flip open, up to start, select the engine, hit the starter. Fuel cocks. Yep, forwards. Anyway, good. Anyway, you can see what we've got. It's pretty good. Should we do the sounds quick? Let's go. Lighting's pretty good too. Oh yeah, this little panel I wanted to show you quickly here. This is the Autopilot. Yeah, you could say FMA. Let's do a test. You see them light up. These ones were not active in the air inter one, so it's modeled correctly like those. So only these ones. This is basically if you've got the localizer and glide slope on, they'll turn green. If you're showing more than a bar, I think more than a bar deviation, that will go to yellow, just to tell you you've got deviation. Heading bug set here. Propeller dimming lights. Watch this. This even works. See that? Day and night. Pretty cool. Right. Sounds. Yeah. All right. Let's go to here. I had to turn my sound down. I'm not going to talk too much in the next minute or so. I had to turn my sound down because you don't hear my voice. But here we go. These are the darts. The dart turboprops. I think excellent. Okay, listen to this. Got that whistle outside. Pretty cool, eh? At full power. Nice. Yeah, and there's click spots. Yeah, great. Okay. Put the sound back off, or lower, because we don't want to drown ourselves out. Right, let's go for a little bit of a spin. I'm not sure what my trim was doing there before. That was a bit funky, wasn't it? I think that just goes fully trim nose down. But anyway, we're going to get that in the 0 range. Not going to go wrong with that. Okay, HP cocks are forwards. You bring them back to open in the cruise and after start, and then you put them forward for takeoff and landing. Good. Alright, let's go. Parking brake off. And full power, that's where we make a mess. $1,500. Flight model's okay. I haven't touched it. I tend to edit a lot of my flight levels and flight models, make them less twitchy, especially on the ground. Increase the friction. Stop them messing around in crosswinds. As always, talking and filming kind of trick, flying. Sorry. So we're looking at 100. I think it was 107 knots. V1. Yeah, we're going to rotate there. There we go, we're off. We're off, we're off. It's only the third takeoff I've ever done in this, so bear with me. And it doesn't climb like a rocket, which is fantastic. Sorry, I have my gear up then, sorry about that. So it's initially at 7 degrees. When we get 400 feet, which is about now, we're going to pull the power back to 1400 RPM. And we're going to just pitch down a little bit. Flaps up. We're looking for, I think, 138 to 140 knot climb speed. Just let her speed up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to keep there about, yeah, about 7 degrees nose up. It should be about right. 1400. Maybe just add a little bit more power. Good. You can see now we've picked up the VOR. But actually, I should, before I make my turn on this departure, I should be climbing to about 5,000 feet, I think. Okay, let's put in the autopilot, see how she behaves. Well, theoretically, now it should hold. Pitch and heading. Let's just see what vertical speed does. Okay, 1,000 feet a minute, that's good. And I can change that here. So let's scroll forward a couple of times. There you go, nose went down. Nice and smooth flight model. Now I'm at 500 feet a minute, you can see that. Let's put the heading on and spin the heading around. We're not at 5,000 feet, but we've been cleared. Let's just get that nose back up a little bit. I'm going to go about 700 feet a minute. Yeah, it doesn't climb like a rocket, which is great. Really good. Let's keep the heading coming around. We're going to actually stick on now VOR low, so we're going to follow the radial into Willisau. I think here you can, yeah, I had them both on radio 1 or nav 1, so this is now the FO's on nav 2 when I pick up Hochwald VOR. Yeah, that's pretty good there. Let's just go 1 nose trim down. We're at 1400, top of the yellow bar, just about 1,000 feet a minute, and the manual said we're 138 climb out speed. We're at 136. That's not bad, is it? If I just trim her down 1 more nose down, maybe 2, should pick up a couple of knots, and that's great. And she's holding the VOR now, which you see if I turn the heading. Good. And now we should put the high pressure cocks, whoops, back to normal or open, which is kind of weird. There's no detents, so I just kind of put them in the middle here and then try to sync them up. Oh, I forgot to put propeller sync on, which is here. It's normally, oh, I've got to read the manual. Anyway, I'll leave it off for the moment. I'm not sure if it's modeled. You can see the props are synced up really nicely here. Watch what happens here if I just pull one prop back. You can see they're not balanced anymore. That's super. That's really modeled nicely. Let's get them, try and get them so it's not spinning here. Great. There we go, look at that, we're at 139 knots, just below 1,000 feet a minute, so let's pull it back 1 more. That's pretty believable, hey? So, I think 113.2 is tuned. This is the DME to nav 1, what does it say? Yeah, 18 miles. So we're getting close to the VOR. Let's stick her back into a heading mode, let's sync up the heading. Go. Now we can standard setting 2999 at 3. Oh, sorry, 2999 at 2. Great, beautiful, eh? That's just so nice. Let's have a little look outside. Just purring along. Look at that. Purring, purring, purring. Great. Alright. And you know, by the way, there's awesome, I don't use them very much, but I use them to get used to displaying this. Awesome checklists, tell you where everything is. The in-game checklist. This is the setup page. Look at all those things there. Pre-flight, before start, pretty cool. Let's see, after start, before taxi, before lineup, takeoff, climb. There we go. Too many prop ones. What that is? Oh, sorry, climb. Yeah, 1420 RPM. Lights off, which are here. Lights off. Prop sync on. Yeah, that's right. In the climb. Excuse me. HP levers open. Yeah, we've done that. In the engines, what's that? Yeah, engine indicators. Yeah, okay, checked. Wing lights off. Landing taxi lights off. Water off. Yeah, let's turn the water methanol off. Radio altimeter off, which would be here. This would be, I think. Oh, bear with me. I've got to figure that one out. Cabin pressure. Yeah, check. We'll check that in ITIs as required. Good, fantastic. So anyway, there you go. You can use those. Yeah, hope that helps. Just gonna have a little look on my navigraph here. Where we are, we're heading to Willisau. Oh, we're already past it. Hochwald should be picked up 113.2. That's 81 degrees. Let's. Oh no, no. It's okay. We're heading to Willisau here. Good. But if we pick up Hochwald or Basel, we're gonna head there. 132 or 1745. Let's see what's happened with my views there. There we go. Yeah, 32 or 1745. We picked that one up. Yeah, we picked Basel up. So what we can do now is switch over here, which is really cool, awesome for approaches, saves time. We can use nav2 on the pilot side. We just got to tune the DME here, of course. Actually, hold on, let's leave that. Let's see if the DME works. No, it's going to be tuned into that. Okay, ignore, disregard, captains. 11745, that should be Basel. Yeah, let's just. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it direct. So we've got to use this course now. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're really using number 2 side. There we go. Where's Basel? Where's Basel? There she is. Overshot. There we go. Got one more back. There we go. What about there? Now we're going to go to loc mode again, and you can see here, as planned, plane is turning. Off to Basel we go. And on the FMA, I'm going to call it the FMA here, the green bar is lit up. Yeah, she's working really, really well. Yeah, if we wanted to level off, okay, we just use here the alt. So I guess, you know, in real life what we'd be doing here is pitching the nose down first. Let's level off at 10,500 feet, which we're nearly there. Done nice, no pitching too much there. Nice gentle level off for the passengers. So when we get to 500 feet there, we're going to hit alt hold. Down the VS comes. Let's see if it'll correct and bring us back a couple of hundred feet. This is what I like about these things. It's always constantly monitoring. Okay, now we're speeding up, which is great. The cruise power would be here, bottom of the top of the middle green band with 1300, something like that. I think something like that. We're going to leave it there. That'll be a high-speed cruise. Yeah, and the yacht came back down nearly to 10,500. We want to be exact about it. We're going to click that off. Just pitch the nose down a couple of degrees. Wait for it. 500. Alt hold again. Let's see if it holds us exactly 500 feet there. I mean, he's done a great job, this guy. He's my hero. There we go, pitching back up just to get back to what we said. Yeah, alt hold works. I mean, just something funky's just happened here, hasn't it? What's gone on here? Huh. Have we lost Basil? What happened? Anyway, that was weird. Okay, let's go. Saying how good it was, and then 11745 there. Let's get back to 1-1. So not getting confused. Theoretically, does work. We just kept turning there while I was talking. Yeah, maybe I disconnected some kind of autopilot mode. So we're going to go into heading. Actually, VOR lock should bring us around. Yeah, okay. I'll keep my eye on that in a minute, but I was just showing you the other thing. So there you go. Looking good. Last thing would be the manual, which is great. Shows a bit of info, a few things. Oh yeah, it's got little flip charts here. I'll show you in a second. I forgot that. They're down by the seat. Everything's working. It tells you exactly which button is, or if something's in off, you'll see in blue here. The hand light. Okay, yeah, that would take a lot of modelling for nothing really. Good, and if we keep going down, then there's some real good info on the systems. Yeah, it's just amazing. Anything in blue is like sim limitations or not modelled. Yeah, it's fantastic. And then there's a little bit of info about how to fly the patterns here at the bottom, which is great. There we go, 138 cruise, 1420 in the pattern cruise. Yeah, 1420 cruise power. Is that right? Is that where I am? 1420 would be right. Would be there. So sim freeze, super great. I hate those when I'm recording. It's stupid. But I think you've seen enough. And we are. Did I press pause? Nope, didn't. Just want to see if she. There we go. 1420 we want to be at, which is about there. Oh, I've got to get rid of these detects on the TCA, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, there you go. Now she's finding the Basel VOR. We're 30 miles out. Great. Let's just go back to what it said there. Cruise speed, true airspeed, 240 knots. Okay, descent. Yeah, tells you the pattern. It's got the V speeds here. How to fly it. There's a little fuel calculator, and yeah, last thing is the little flip charts here. Yeah, that's the fuel trim positions. Tells you it's a live weight. If you watch it changes. Live weight tells you what your V speeds are. Yes. Super. Oh yeah, here's all the info we need here. Good. Excellent. Yep, great. On the FO side, this is the doors. It's a bit basic at the moment, but it does a pretty good job. You can open the doors here, and there's one more page, I think. A few basic failures which I haven't played around with yet. Fantastic. Okay, enjoy it. Free. If you made it this long in the video, well done. Okay, see you.